My parents, my mother and father were born in Harlem, raised in the Bronx. My brother and sister, there's a 10-year gap between us. It's my sister, 1 year later to the exact day, my brother Cuba, and then 9 years later, oops, you pregnant again. You know what I'm saying?
So you was an oops baby?
Yeah, I was the oops baby.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And when they were 5 years old, so what happened is they moved to California, and then 5 years later I was born, and that created a gap. Early years, I lived in, let's see, I actually started in North Hollywood area, right? My father had a singing career in the 70s, right? So he had a hit song called "Everybody Plays the Fools."
Yeah, main ingredient.
Yeah. Main ingredient, and a couple other songs. None was bigger than that one. That was his number one. And right around like in the 70s or so, right? He went out to Africa during apartheid, and you weren't supposed to go. Okay. If you was from here, you weren't supposed to. That was a
be over that way.
So when he came back, he got blacklisted, pulled his music off, and he had to start all over. So by the time I was born and I was really getting into it, everybody was like, "Oh, y'all was born rich and all this." Nah, we was on the decline. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he had to kind of start over. So he went back to New York to kind of rebuild his career in the only way he knew how. And it was up to my mother with my sister, my brother, and myself. Left us in California to kind of figure our own way out. So I went through a period where we were actually, once we lost the houses and the cars and shit, because niggas didn't know what to do with money. Right. We went and moved in with my mother's parents, my grandparents.
Your grandparents, okay.
Right? And we were there for a few years until my grandpa said, "Nah, nigga, I got to go. You got to figure something out." You know what I'm saying? And we were homeless for a while. We lived in a car for a while. My brother always had a dream of becoming an actor. So he was always studying. That's just what it was. And it's kind of funny when you have a father who's a famous singer, but your dream is to become an actor. Right. That lets you know that can't nobody sing.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Can't nobody sing. I sing a little bit. Okay, I hit some notes and they be like, "Ah, nigga, you can sing. Like, yeah, nigga, if I got, like, I trained my voice to really do it. Like, my father was singing since he was like 4.
Gotcha.
Like, no bullshit. Like, you know, he was sneaking in the Apollo to see Jackie Wilson and auditioned in front of him and sung his songs. And 8, 9, you know, his father died at 12 and he sung at his funeral like that. You know what I mean? He's been singing his whole life.
So he could hold a note to this day.
Oh, no, it's crazy.
Well,
crazy. Crazy. You know. My father, my father, right before he passed, he was still hitting the same notes that he was hitting as a youngster. So anyway, it was the homeless thing for a while. For me being young, everything was normal to me. Like, I always get that question, what was it like? And I was like, it was just life. It wasn't like, oh, wow, this is crazy. Why is everybody looking at me? I was used to it.
Because you were a kid.
Yeah, for me, I was a kid. And it was like, when we would travel, as I call it, we were on the road. No, that was homeless, nigga. We couldn't pay the bill. We got out. We had a hotel room. Boom. We just skipping around. We stayed at shelters, so forth and so on. Until my mom landed a job in the Valley. And then we got our first apartment. And so forth and so on. So for me, again, I was an entertainer. I was in an entertainment family. We sung all the time. Even if it was bad, we'd sing through it. My mom was a prayer warrior who prayed things into existence, which was wild to me because, you know, you hear people say, "Oh, we're going to get out of here one day. We're going to get out of here one day." No, she would sing it like a mantra and pray every day. We going to get out of here one day. We going to get out of here one day. We're like, "Oh, yeah, all right, mama." And then it would happen. You know, she said, "One day I'm going to get a job at Nordstrom's and get out of here from Broadway." And we would sing that. I'm telling you, she would sing it every day. And then it would happen. She said, "One day you're going to get a series." And it would happen. And she prayed these things into existence. But